This is Jeff from Airstream Nerds. I had a couple of questions in the past about how these drawers come off. How do you take the drawers off the hinges or off the drawer slides, and how do you put them back on? And at the same time, I've had a couple of instances where the door hinges popped off. So I thought I'd do a quickie on how these things work and how to put the doors back on, how to take the doors into drawers and the drawers off. When I get back, we'll go over them.
Airstream song, cruising to the campsite singing our song. Airstream song, we are the Airstream Nerds.
I've been down the road, I've got to my destination, and I have had this particular door, kind of hanging off. You have to remember we're driving an earthquake down the road for the insides of this thing. It's bouncing and bouncing around in every bump, and this stuff is literally like an earthquake the entire time you're driving it somewhere. So you're bound to have an occasion where a door comes off. Now the hinges on these doors are pretty easy, and they have these little caps which are kind of a pain to get off. They're little spring-loaded things. And sometimes you'll find these things laying around as well. But the door itself, it's basically toolless. There's a little lever on the back here that you just press in and it releases it. When you put it back on, you can see on the hinge there's a hook up here, and you make sure the front gets hooked and then the back connects. So let me put this door back on real quick. So you make sure the front gets slid on, like so, and then it snaps. You can either snap it in, or you can physically make sure my bottom was caught. So you can either snap it on, or you can lift and lock it in. If you've done it a bunch of times, you don't need to listen for the snap, but you can see once the top one is on, the bottom one catches on the pins, and then it just pivots. You can push it like that, or you can lift the lever and lock it in place. Now these things are a little spring-loaded. The short side goes up. It just sets in. You kind of push up from the bottom a little bit, and it snaps on. They do make locking ones that go on here and keep these things from popping off with the lever, but I don't have those at this point. That's it for the door. Now let's look at the door. All right, the door comes out real easy. There's a couple of these tabs under here. Basically, if you press these in, it releases the track and allows you to lift the front of the drawer up and then slide it out. Now, on the back of your drawer, there are these little drilled holes. Those get slid in to these pins. So if you want to put the drawer back in, let me grab the drawer here. Set the drawer on the slides. Slide the drawer to the back, and you can tell when the pins are in the right spot because you can hear the click, and you can also kind of hear when the front clicks in, and you can lift up if it's not and hear it click. Once it's clicked, it's in. That's basically it for your doors and your drawers. Now, not all of the doors and drawers have those type of connections. Most of the ones back here do, but the ones in the front of the coach have just regular screwed on a regular hinge. But all the ones back here, they have those kinds. So they're just like these. The drawers in the kitchen up here. These drawers are just like the one in the back. They have the little clips, and you can see under there how everything goes together a little easier. You have the catches here, and then there's back here is the pins, just like in the other one, that sit in there, and the drawer comes right out. All of these are like that. That one's like that. But if you look at these, These are just regular screwed on hinges. They don't come off. The ones over the dining area, they're just regular screw on hinges. So they don't, you're not going to have to worry about those popping out. If these pop out, you've got a problem. This is Jeff from Airstream Nerds. Put your comments below, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next trip.